Alright guys, so the new year is upon us, and if anything, this is the one time of year where people are very interested in their health. They say it's a new year starting, I'm gonna start working out, I'm gonna start eating better, and even if that's brief, if they only do it for a week or a month, it still is this short span of time where people are actually thinking about their health. So it really got me thinking, with this channel being geared towards headphones and earbuds, if there are actually earbuds out there that help you focus on your health, or just, track your activities or anything like that, or if it was just possible in general. And so I stumbled across the company Amazfit, and I forgot that I had actually seen a lot of their stuff while I was at CES this year, and they actually have products that are geared specifically towards working out and tracking your health. And in fact, they have two different pair of earbuds which we're going to check out, and they also had several different smartwatches. I did pick up a couple of these because I'm a huge fan of smartwatches, although I never talk about them on the channel. But we're going to look at several different products here, and I'm going to kind of give you some brief bullet points of what each one of them does. This is not going to be reviews of each product, because if I was reviewing 4 different products in one video, it would be way too long. So to start with, we're going to look at the PowerBuds. Now this is a pair of true wireless earbuds that you can tell is geared towards working out because a lot of the features that it offers. Now it has a sensor inside of the earbuds that monitors your heart rate while you're exercising, but it also can send you notifications if you're exceeding the pace or the time, or if your heart rate is spiking while doing workouts. Now you have to download the Zepp app, which you basically have to download to use any of these products that I'm going to talk about, but you can go in the app and set parameters for your workout. So if you know that you're going to be running, X amount of distance in X amount of time, this is where the earbuds will know if you exceeded that, or if your heart rate is peaking a little too much during your workout. So to be able to get notifications to tell you to just slow your ass down is really, really nice. And again, it just makes it convenient, because if you're out doing something, the last thing you're thinking about is your pace or your time. You're just doing what you need to do. Now, another feature that I found really interesting in this pair is it has a motion beat mode. Now, you turn this on within the app so that if the earbuds think that you're working out or you're doing anything active, it will enhance the bass. Now, I've talked about this in other reviews where I said you want a pair of earbuds that have really boomy bass while working out, because that actually adds to your energy while you're doing what you need to do. So I found it very interesting that the earbuds themselves just have that feature built in. Now, as far as what you're getting inside the box, they do include 4 sets of silicone ear tips, but a really nice bonus is they also include 2 ear hooks, because you can just use these earbuds like normal earbuds with no hooks, but the 2 hooks that they include actually hide within the earbud case themselves. So you don't have to keep up with these separately. They're hidden inside the lid of the case. So if you know you're going to be running, or know you're going to be doing anything at the gym, you just pull those hooks out. They magnetically attach to the earbuds, and those ear hooks around your ears just help keep them in place. It helps keep them from moving around. And I think that's just an incredible feature that I actually have not seen in another pair of earbuds. The fact that you can just hide the ear hooks inside the case. Now, as far as the charging cable on these, it does include a USB-C cable, and the battery life is actually very impressive, because on the earbuds themselves, you're going to get around 8 hours, where with the charging case, you're going to get 24. Now, the nice thing about these is they have a fast charge feature, so if you happen to pick your earbuds up and they're dead, a 15-minute charge will get you 3 hours of use. Now, that is some of the best battery life on a fast charge that I've seen on a pair of true wireless earbuds. And again, I think that's important, because if you're going to go on a run, or you're going to the gym and you happen to see that your earbuds are dead, that 15-minute charge getting you 3 hours is definitely going to have you covered. Now, as far as the controls on these, they do use touch controls, but I was disappointed in the fact that there is no volume control. Now, you do have to go within the app to kind of set what you want the controls to do. I was able to set it up to play and pause and skip my track forward and go backwards, but it does not have volume control, so maybe that's something they can fix in an update. So now let's talk about the sound. The sound on these are very dynamic. It is a very boomy sounding earbud, but I will say that the treble is definitely tuned up as well. This is just an in-your-face sound. They're not trying to focus on a wide open sound stage, and I think the sound definitely matches the energy you want for a workout. But that's the Power Buds. This product comes in at $100, which I think mixing the sound that you're getting with all of the features, especially if you're looking for something to help you kind of stay motivated during a workout or monitor some things, I really like this product a lot. So the next one we're going to check out are the Amazfit Zen Buds. Now these are almost identical to Bose's Sleep Buds, but they're $100 cheaper. Where the Bose Sleep Buds are $250, the Zen Buds come in at $150, and this pair is a little bit different than what we normally talk about. I mean, yes, it's a pair of true wireless earbuds, but its main focus is to help you sleep better and to help monitor your sleep and your sleeping positions, and it also kind of keeps up with your heart rate. So it's very focused on helping you sleep because these do not give you the ability to play your own music. So you can't go to Spotify, you can't load your own music on here. These are specifically only going to play the sounds that are built in within the app. So you have rainfall, you have the wind, the beach noises. There's a lot of them that are already built in. There's a lot of different ones that you can download. So I really would have liked to have been able to play my own music, especially because these earbuds are so comfortable and they're actually very comfortable to even lay on in bed because it's very hard to find a pair of earbuds that you can lay on your pillow and not feel that they're there. This pair pulls that off, but it definitely is missing that ability to play your own music. But if you do have trouble sleeping, or if you want to monitor your sleep or your sleeping positions, it kind of keeps up with that. Or if you're just curious about your heart rate throughout the night, I found this pair to be really interesting, and I can see it being beneficial for a lot of people. But again, that's the Zen Buds. It's something completely different. And if you do want more information, this is not a review on these. I just want to make you guys aware of some of the products that are out there, but there will be links in the description. So moving over to checking out the smartwatches. Now, this is normally not something we talk about on the channel, but smartwatches I'm a huge fan of, and I like having products that are a little bit different than what everybody else has. I mean, a lot of people have the Apple Watch, and I definitely understand that because the Apple Watch, in my opinion, is still the best smartwatch that's out there, but I'm a huge fan of Wear OS, and both of these watches that I'm going to talk about, which is the Amazfit GTR 2 and the Zepp Z watch, they kind of use a skinned over version of Wear OS. It's like you have something that feels familiar, but it also has its own features and functions that make you feel like you have something a little bit different than everybody else. But both products feel very premium because they have this beautiful display. It has an AMOLED screen with a pixel density of 326 ppi. And if you don't know what that means, it basically means everything is sharp. You're not seeing, the pixels on here. It looks really smooth, and it matches up as far as looks goes a lot with the Samsung line of watches. So the GTR 2, in my opinion, resembles the Active watch that Samsung has, where the Zepp Z reminds me a lot of Samsung's higher end watch. Now, the reason I'm going to talk about both of these watches at the same time is, in my opinion, they're pretty much the same watch as far as features goes, as far as specs goes. There's only a couple of differences here and there, which I will talk about. But if you're looking at these, the GTR 2 comes in at $180, where the Zepp Z comes in at $350. Now, what I think you're paying for are the materials that are used for the Zepp Z, because it has a titanium alloy body with a leather band, where the GTR 2 is more of a silicone band with a rubberized texture around the watch. So you can tell that you would be a lot more comfortable using the GTR 2 for sport activities, where the Zepp Z kind of looks like the watch that you would put on while you're going to dinner, or if you're just trying to look a little bit nicer. Now, as far as some of the specs on here, the GTR2 allows you to answer calls because it has a built-in microphone, where the Zepp Z actually doesn't. Now, they both allow you to read your notifications, but you can't respond to your notifications on either one of these watches. They both also have built-in GPS tracking, so if you're somebody that does a lot of activities outdoors, you can track those activities, and the GPS on these I felt did a really good job. Now, neither one of these have NFC, which is something that I wish that they had because it's keeping you from having the ability to have wireless payments. So, if you're used to going into a store and using your watch to make payments, you can't actually do that with these. Now, they both officially have Amazon's Assistant support. This is something that they both got during updates, and this comes in very handy. It's just nice to be able to tell your watch or ask your watch questions and it be able to answer or do different functions. And both of these also have an offline assistant. So if you want to be able to tell your watch to check your calendar or do basic functions here and there, you're able to do that without actually having to be online. And again, this isn't something that you would normally think about until you use it, and I found it to come in handy whenever I needed it. Now, as far as the main selling point on these, the sport tracking, the activities, and the battery life is going to be the main reason you look at these. Because the battery life on both of these, you're going to get up to 14 days before needing to charge. Now, that is absolutely insane because that's just with general use. If you are a light user, you can actually get around 20, maybe even a little over 20 days. Or if you're even a heavy user, you can still get around 7 days before needing to charge either one of these watches. And I haven't seen battery life like that on any other watch. Most of the other ones kind of go into like a low power mode to be able to get that kind of battery life. You can just use the watch like you would normally use it and it not affect the battery. Now, as far as the health features that are on here, it does have 24-hour heart rate monitoring. It also can monitor your sleep, your stress level, and it has a blood oxygen saturation measurement, and they have 90 different built-in sport modes. So if you're going to be running or riding a bike or swimming or whatever, some of these features it will automatically know that you're doing, but it's nice to know that you can go in and just tell the watch what activity you're doing so that it knows what to track. And it keeps up with all of this information. And again, you can just go within the Zepp app and you can see all of these. It just breaks it down nicely. It keeps up and tracks all of these things in a way where a lot of other watches don't break it down as much as these watches do. Now, if you are going to use these in the water, they are waterproof up to 50 meters. So this is one of those that you can just do what you need to do and not have to worry when you're around water. So that kind of wraps up my video on all of these. Now, again, these are not full-on reviews. I just found them to be really interesting products that, especially given the fact that it's the new year and a lot of people are focused on health, I wanted to do a video on products that are more focused on making it a little bit easier. And so again, if you are interested in checking out any of these, I will have links to them in the description. But guys, thank you so much for checking out this video. Thank you so much for checking out all the other videos. And as always, make sure to stay tuned for more.